Tequila Mockingbirds. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm going to do something a little different, but I think it'll be fun. Before I begin, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the like. That would be great. So, the inspiration / the motivation behind this video is sadly that a couple weeks ago I saw that Chrissy Teigen decided to take a break from social media. And this is heartbreaking because she is the queen. She is the slayer of trolls. She is the goddess of the clapback. Also, when I saw this, someone on a Facebook group that I'm a part of had asked us how they would respond to a certain comment. And some of the advice that I saw, I just didn't think was great advice. Now, although I haven't been on YouTube very long, so I haven't had to deal with a lot of trolls or negative comments, but we'll see how this video goes, because I'm sure I'll open myself up to more comments. I do have a master's in communications. That wasn't a flex, but no, literally. Having a master's in communications is kind of like having a master's in nothing. It's helpful in maybe this situation, but not helpful in getting jobs. We actually studied a lot of cyber communications. We did a little bit of cyber bullying as well. So we did talk about some things. So, here are some things that I learned from that, / some jokes to help you perfect the back. Now, before we begin, I do want to say, if someone is threatening you or your family with violence and you feel completely uncomfortable, I do encourage you to contact YouTube, if it's very extreme, contact your local authorities. But this video is more for if you want to have a little fun and stick up for yourself and your videos. Everyone deserves to feel comfortable in producing their art, and people do not deserve to take that away from you. Before we begin, I just wanted to honor the queen, Chrissy Teigen, and in memory, I wanted to show some of her funny clapbacks. That was a good one. Get it. So, first off, just so we're all on the same page, I'm sure you all know this, but just to define a troll is a stinky, disgusting, hairy monster who annoys everyone and is also a mythical creature in fairy tales. Now, in this, I'm not going to assign gender because there are multiple forms of cyberbullying, multiple forms of trolls. There's just not one type. And I also want to say it's okay to feel sad about or, upset about some of the comments. You shouldn't take it to heart, but let me just say, I posted something that said, "Hey, watch my video," and someone only posted no. And yeah, that hurt. That cut deep. And all they said was no. So this isn't saying that you shouldn't feel anything. It's just maybe give you some spice to slay those trolls. So here is 7 tips to slay a troll. Art of the clapback. First tip. There's beauty in silence. No, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to say thank you. You don't have to say anything. Number 1 tip, don't say anything. Because they'll believe, even though you might feel like a failure on the inside, they think it doesn't bother you. So that's number one. That's not a lot of fun, but that's always an option. So you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. But getting to clapping back, I need some more wine. Tip number 2, don't be submissive. Be dominant. Dominant is different than aggressive. Don't be aggressive because trolls feed off negativity and aggression. But don't be submissive. That was what one of the girls had asked about this gentleman, or no, they are not gentlemen. Someone on the Facebook group said that someone kept saying, like, you're so beautiful, and commenting about her looks. And she did not enjoy that, which is completely fine. And some of the advice people were saying were just like, say thanks. He's a viewer. He's still part of your channel. Just say thank you, and he'll stop. No. No, no, no. Just because he's a viewer does not mean you need to tolerate that kind of comments if it makes you feel uncomfortable on your channel. Do not say thank you because, unfortunately, in troll minds, thank you is an open invitation, even though it is not. Do not be submissive because that thank you leads to more comments. Just because he is a viewer, just because the troll is a viewer, he in this case, does not mean you need to tolerate that. Just saying thank you is submitting to the compliment, is not stopping it. My suggestion is to be dominant, be confident, and say something like, I know, right? You're beautiful. I know, right? Unfortunately, this may also open you up to comments like, you are a B, you are an S, you are a C. So, what I like the most is a simple, thanks, brah. Now, why this is effective? Yes, I said thanks, but the important part is brah or bro. A bro-sif. Bra or bro is something that he calls his friends. So you are making yourself equal to his friends. Making him think of his friends who he's not sexually attractive to. So in doing so, you are shutting down the compliments. How does he respond to thanks, brah? Tip number 3. Be positive. It's tiring to always have to be positive. Sometimes you just want to scream. Sometimes you just want to swear. I get you, girl. I do. Like I said at the top, trolls feed off of negativity. So if you're positive, what can they say to you? So let's say something like, a troll says, you're ugly. Saying something like, thanks for the constructive criticism. I'm sure this is going to help me in my future endeavors. How do they respond to that? You're welcome? No. They're going to be embarrassed that it didn't affect you the way they wanted it to. Asterisks, in this section, sarcasm goes a long way as well. Tip number 4. Be annoyingly naive. Now, this is different than stupid. The point of this is to frustrate them and to have them stop all communication with you. So again, if someone says something like maybe you're fat or any type of response, you can comment, well, I wouldn't say I'm fine and tempting, but I appreciate the comment. This goes a long way because they just don't want to waste their time now. You don't get it. They know you get it, but they just don't want to waste your time. Now, a follow-up to that, if they say, no, I am saying you are overweight, or any other such comments to that effect, go to tip number 3 and be positive. Say something like, oh, that's what you meant. I appreciate the feedback. That's something that I work on every day. People don't want to deal with naive people. That to your advantage. Rule number 5. I like this one because it takes me back to my improv days. Say yes and. Raise the stakes. Yeah, if someone says you're fat, say yes and I'm ugly. Yes and I'm stupid. You know, raise the stakes. They probably haven't said anything that you haven't said to yourself, which is unfortunate because you are a goddess. You deserve the world on a silver platter. But we all do it. We all take in negativity and reflect it on ourselves. You're ugly. Yes, and I have fat feet. Or you could also take it in another direction. You're ugly. Yes, and I have a husband who loves me very much. I don't need your validation. I already got validation. Yes, and I make 6 figures a year. I don't make that. But you get what I'm saying. Yes, and I'm blessed with a beautiful family. Either route. How are they gonna respond? Trick number 6. Trick number 6. This one is like the next level. The next level of the clapback. Passively insult. You need some fine tuning on this. You need some wit. But you can do it, girl or boy. Girl is just encompassing get it. Get it, girl. Even if you are a male. Even if you are a male. You get it, girl. You need to construct something a little more. You need to spend a little more time on this response. So let's just say someone decides to put on your YouTube video an eggplant. We all know what eggplants are. You cannot fool us. We know what you're implying, and I do not appreciate it. Say something like, I love eggplants. Embrace the naive trick. I love eggplants. I especially love when you slice them up extremely thin, slather sauce all over them, and cover it with cheese. And I love eggplant Parmesan. Or if they say, no, that's a D, you can say, oh, I'm sorry, your D is purple. You should get that checked out. What are they going to say to that? Oh, it's not purple. Yeah, okay. Okay. And finally, I think this is my favorite one. Tip number 7 is, I feel like, hopefully, the end-all, be-all of clapbacks. Be weird or gross. It's simple. Someone says, you're beautiful. You say, thanks. I have 20 toes and they're all in one foot. Or, oh, thank you. Sometimes spaghetti comes out of my nose. Just something weird. Just make it up. I like to pick my nose and flick it. That will stop them dead in their tracks. They might say, ew, you're gross. They might say something also just disgusting. But the biggest thing is no, you are beautiful. You deserve to have a platform to express yourself. You do not deserve to have these people bring you down. If you choose to answer, maybe take some of my tips. If you choose to ignore them, ignore them. If you need help, call someone for help. You're not alone, girl. You're not alone, boy. Mwah!